Okay, the piece of software you're going to use to create your database is called Microsoft Access. When you open it up, this is the screen that you'll get. Just make sure that the blank database is selected here, and then you can change your database name. I'm going to change that to Olympics. And then if you click on the little folder icon here, you can choose where you want to save your database. And I'm just going to leave that in my network drive, that's fine. Click OK. And then you can click on create, and it will create your blank database for you. So there we go. Now Access automatically generates a table called Table 1 for you, and that's fine. We can rename that after we've put some details in. There's two views to look at. This is called the datasheet view to receive your data, and you can change the design view. And here's asked me to change the name of my database, so I'm going to type in TBL for table, and then that's the name of my first table, Table Volunteers. Click OK. And here is where I enter all my field names and their data types. I also change their field sizes down here. You can see straight away it's generated a primary key for me. It's called it ID, and it's given me an auto number data type. I'm actually going to make some changes to this, and we'll see as we go through the different data types and field sizes that I'm going to use. Okay, so my first field name is actually be called first name. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, so first name, and the data type is going to be text. Now I don't want my first name to be the primary key because they could be people with the same first name, so it wouldn't be unique. So I'm just going to click primary key, and it takes the key off there. So there's first name, and then my next field is going to be called last name, and that's going to be text as well. Now both my first name and last name, I want to change the field size. At the moment for first name I'm allowing 255 characters. I don't need that many for first name, so I'm going to change that to 20, and I'm going to do the same for last name. So there's my first two field names in there. The next field name is actually going to be my volunteer ID, noticing that I'm leaving no spaces between the words in my field names, but just putting capital letters for each word. So this is my volunteer ID, and it's going to be text as well, because I'm going to type in a combination of letters and numbers for that volunteer ID, but that's going to be my unique identifier, so that becomes my primary key. So click key there, and that's my primary key. Okay, I'm going to enter some of the rest of the field names now for this table. Okay, so I've entered some other field names in here, and I've put some examples in to show you the different data types that you could use in your database. So specialist here is just going to be a yes or no field. It's going to be a tick to say yes, they're a specialist, or no, they're not. So I'm going to change that to a yes, no data type. Email is fine as text. That's just a DOB for date of birth, and that, when you put a date in, you can change that to a date time data type. So any dates that you're putting in, this date time data type. Hourly rate, well, that's going to be currency. So there's a currency data type you can use there. And shoe size is going to be a number, and so I can pick number there. Those are the main data types that you need to use in your database. Text, yes, no, date time, maybe currency, maybe number. After you've created all the fields, data types and the field lengths in your table, you can simply click on the save icon at the top. That's done, and you can switch to datasheet view, and there it's ready for you to type in the information in your table. And you need to create each of the tables that you need in the same way. So you go to create and table there to create a new table, go to design view and enter in the details you need for your table.